Alright, so my name is John Dirks, and I don't care about getting views. I just want to get my word out there about the police and all that vice versa stuff. The BLM, there's nothing to go with that, but the BLM says white privilege, right? Well, I just want to be a statement to say for all white people and people, not just one race. It's us, the people, that gets convicted being innocent, okay? It's just human race in general. I was 17 years old when I got arrested with a person in question that owned the car, okay? I got sent to jail after I already got proof of the person driving the car on recording saying that drugs was not mine. It was the person in question that killed the person a week after. Okay, that was a girl. Now, my grandma talked to them, well, what have you, you know? But she didn't want to admit to it. But, okay, I had the guy on recording admitting to it. But it says that as long as they don't know that they're being recorded, it's not admissible in court. I'm just kind of curious, though, because how can they do sting operations without them knowing that they're being recorded? But that's admissible in court, though. But us citizens, it doesn't matter if you have proof or not, you know? That's where I'm at. I'm like, what the hell? I did a year in jail because they said 2 to 20 if I get convicted by my peers, right? So I took the plea, which is the biggest mistake of my life. Not only that I'm blind, I have a hard chance of getting a job in the first place, half blind. But I'm a good welder, okay? I would have so much more opportunities if I didn't do that deal. And I regret it every day. Now, that white privilege, it's out the window, alright? So, that's the first time. I did my year in jail, got out of jail, did my time. Did 7 years out of jail. No, sorry. 10 years and a half or something like that. And then I get pulled over, right? I needed to make some money because I was going that dead-end job to dead-end job because I'm unemployed. I do temp services because nobody else will take me being a convicted felon, right? But welding jobs that will make me take away from my family for weeks at a time. My wife doesn't want me to take that job. So those jobs I turned down. But the jobs in town I have to say no, I can't get because I'm a convicted felon. So that ruined my life, taking that plea. Okay? So then after that, I got pulled over one time by my tail light being out for the license plate. So I got a ticket for that. That's all cool because that's legal. Well, I fixed that light. Then I get pulled over a week after that. The same thing, saying my taillight's out. So the cop pulls me over. They don't ask nothing else. They said, who's those two black guys driving your car an hour before I was driving it? And I had all the right to say, why does that matter? Just because they're black, you gotta question me? Or like they want to know what I got from it? It's none of their fucking business. You know what I'm saying? It's my life, and I was just getting gas money, right? So I said, why does it matter? So then like, well, because they don't fucking know, right? So then they say, oh well, your car smells like alcohol. I'm like, well, I have rubbing alcohol in my windshield wiper fluid because it snows here, you know. But they're like, oh no, I could show you, I said. And they're like, oh no, that's fine. I said, well, at least can I see my taillight being out? They're like, no, right? So they're like, oh, you're drunk, right? I'm like, no, I'll take a breathalyzer right now. No, they don't want to do it, right? So then I go to jail. I get booked. Then I win the case, right? Like 7 months later. But they don't tell you that you only have a month to fight the case for PennDOT without getting a DUI. Because I don't have a DUI. I won the case because I was innocent. You know what I'm saying? But that don't matter because I was found innocent through the court of York County I was found innocent. But yet, Pennsylvania can still take my license for a year, right? They tell you that the year does not start until you turn in your license. So I did, right? Immediately, I did. But they don't tell you, so I did my whole year, right? They don't tell you that you gotta turn in your license and pay the fines and get your fucking limited license with a blow and go. But they only give you a month to fight the case, but how can you fight something that you haven't won in the first place? That's BS. That's like guaranteeing a person to fail before they even start. The government is wrong. The government depends on a person to do these things, but yet they don't credit anything to the person, that even if they do win. So why do people call the cops in the first place? You know, like, because I sold my subs. I sold a subwoofer to my friend, right? And they didn't want to pay me the remainder of the bill, like $25, I think. And I told his wife about it. He says he's gonna come to my house, beat up my ass with my wife and my unborn child. But yet he says he's gonna call his brothers to come over. So yeah, I'm half blind, right? So I had a fist pack in one hand, I had a mace in the other hand, because he said he was gonna bring his brothers. So therefore, I was gonna beat up him, mace his brothers, and beat up them too. But at the end of the story, I knocked out him because he didn't bring his brothers, and I got arrested and ticketed for a public drunkenness for defending my own property at my own house. So that's three times now. Now, when I got a message last night of a girl saying that she knows what car I drive, what car I'm in, which is 3 different cars, what bike I own, and I call the cops again, depending on some help and assistance. And all they care about is if I'm driving a car because I don't have a blow and go in the car. So, does the cops really care about anybody? I highly doubt it. White, black, Chinese, doesn't matter. See, the color doesn't have nothing to do with it. The cops just do not care. As long as they're not making money, they don't give a shit. And it makes me sick. Alright, well, this is a message by John Dirks. Peace out.